Come here. Closer. I've got some real exciting news for you. Now, I've been waiting for the plumber to stop in before I could move on to internal work. And you may have guessed by this point, but the plumber has been and gone, and that can only mean one thing. I can move on to the internal. A few people have asked why I'm not doing the plumbing and electrical myself if I'm doing everything else. And that's because I'm not allowed to as an owner-builder who has no qualifications or experience. And yeah, you know what? That sounds pretty bloody fair to me, and even smart. So anyway, I finally get to start on my subfloor. So when building a house, there's a process. You can't just do things willy-nilly. For example, in my case, the windows and doors can't go in before the framing, and the framing can't be done before the subfloor. And the decking can't be done until the trenches go underneath it. First stage of subfloors is vapor barrier. Nope, I'm not removing the container floors. Why? One word. Termites. Well, maybe two. Termites and water. Actually, three. Termites, water, and fire. The way it's treated actually protects my house from all of those things, and ripping it up would be entering silly billy territory. But how do I protect me and the animals from the treated floor? Welcome to the stage, vapor barrier, built for the job and meeting Australian standards. I've taped it together and ran it around 100 mil up the walls. Then comes the insulation for the floors. I'll be using XPS foam board insulation, which is perfect for a container house because it can't absorb moisture. But that isn't relevant to the floors anyway, because it's not being installed onto steel. But it does add a cozy soundproofing layer. I had to tape all that up too. A lot of tape was used this week. Now, I do have a little issue of the container joins not being level because I use secondhand damaged containers, so I had to leave them until next week. But I have come up with a clever little way to sort it out. That's when I'll also be adding the plywood layer, and then the subfloors will pretty much be done. Oh yeah, and then I had to put up tarps because, as I mentioned before, windows and doors can't be installed yet, and it's winter. But I mean, quite the transformation, hey? Catch you next week.